quality's there for everyone to see. I think he's played a lot of games at Swansea now, and he's putting in some really good performances. I think Swansea, as a club, are doing really well. Obviously, they pushed on last season and gave a good account of themselves. And I think this season they'll be right up there come the end of season. So I think he's definitely got what it takes to make the step up. And if Swansea can keep hold of him, then that'll be huge for them, because I think they'll want to kick on this year again. And yeah, hopefully for them, I think they'll want to get promoted.
Yeah, you've played with him a few times in a Wales shirt. What do you think are his best qualities?
I'd say on the ball, very, very calm and composed, very confident at stepping forward. I think defensively, he's very dominant in the air, quite a big lad, so imposes himself on the game. And yeah, I think he's got all the characteristics that any sort of Premier League team would look for in a centre-back. And if he does make the step up, I hope he does really well, because I think he'll be a good talent.
Yeah, you were obviously training with Wales yesterday. Did you manage to catch deadline day, and did you notice his mood change during the day?
No, I think he just sort of went about his business as he normally would. He's a very professional lad, so I think he just wants to sort of get on with training and let the rest sort of take care of itself. I've been there before when sort of a move's on the verge of happening, and it can be quite an unsettling time as a player, but I think ultimately you just got to try and focus on the task at hand and let the rest sort of just happen.
Yeah, and just finally from me, a question about coronavirus. I just wondered, has Ryan sat the squad down as a group to remind the players of their responsibilities, because we've seen some footballers have broken the COVID rules in recent weeks? Yeah,
it was one of the first talks we had when we came away, that the importance of the virus and how we need to be extra safe and extra sort of wary that this is a real life situation that's happening, and we need to make sure that we make sure we're not sort of putting each other at risk, and we're doing everything by the letter. And ultimately, if we do that, I think we'll be safe and healthy.
Good luck, and thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Chris, just on yourself, Chris. Obviously, growing up in London, I would imagine you've got quite a lot of English sort of family and friends. Have you ever taken any ribbing about the game?
I think my mum and dad would support me completely, so I think they'll be wanting Wales to win. Obviously, a lot of my mates are from England, so they might be wishing otherwise. But no, I think my parents and my family will be supporting of me on the night, and hopefully, if I do play, I have a good performance and Wales get the win. And
just one more from I think I read that John Terry was your idol growing up.
Yeah, obviously when I was at Chelsea as a young lad, he's naturally, being a centre-back, the person that I would look up to, and I think he's had a great career. I remember a couple of times when I was probably under 10s, under 11s, he used to come across after training and watch some of the academy players play. So for me, that was really nice, having someone that big and being an idol of mine to sort of come across and watching you train was someone that I definitely looked up to as a young lad. And like I said, he's had an amazing career and should be an inspiration for many young players.
Thanks, Chris. All the best.
Thank you.
Okay,
Hi, Chris. Can you hear me okay?
We're going to take just a final couple of questions and we're going to wrap it up. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Chris. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
I was going to ask, you mentioned having gone to watch Spurs when Kane played. Do you remember what game that was and what Kane did in the game?
I couldn't remember. I think it was a Champions League game. I was at Brentford at the time and we got offered tickets. I think the club had a box there. So it was a Champions League match, but I couldn't remember what game it was. If I'm right, I think they played Moscow.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't exactly remember what the result was or what their performance was like, to be honest.
Have you ever played against him? Because looking back through the records, I couldn't see when you had played against him, but they're not always completely correct. So
no, I don't think I played against him.
Yeah.
No, definitely last season for Bournemouth when we played Tottenham away. I didn't play. I was on the bench, didn't come on. So no, I don't think I played against him.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, everyone.